Hello, welcome to my video. This time I'm going to give you a guide through an archaeological site of the Tafelbergheide. Our journey starts around here, on top of the lookout post of an artificial hill. The object has been recently renovated, as you can see. In the past, the lookout post used to be a strategic point from where you could see as far as Amersfoort, Utrecht and Amsterdam. Nowadays the area is forested, so unfortunately you can't see that far. The first mentions of the hill come from the 17th century, but the actual age of the monument is unknown. The oldest found artifacts show that human presence in this area dates all the way back to the Neolithic period, so the base of the hill can be actually very old. Next, we're going to explore these two camps and the two walls marked on the map. Here we see remains of a wall and a dry moat. These two walls are actually, from all the structures mentioned above, the easiest to spot in the terrain. And here I have spotted a long curved bare path through the heath. Maybe an old road? Maybe. Now we are standing roughly in the middle of the first camp, looking towards the east. The darker stripe of the vegetation is a wall surrounded by dry moats. It's the only part of this camp I could find. It's quite difficult to do so from the human perspective. Overall, even if you are not particularly interested in archaeology, Tafelbergheide is a lovely place to visit, especially in August and early September when the heaths are in full bloom. In the description box you can find the tips how to get here. And if you are interested in the archaeological part, I've put links to article and thesis of Dr. Sander Koopman. Let's move to the second camp, the heart-shaped one. To get there, we are crossing this large shallow pit. I couldn't find much about it, but most of the large holes visible on the map are spots where people would dig up specific kind of soil needed for construction. So I assume this is also the case. It's quite a strange feature in the Dutch nature, to descend down and be surrounded by an elevated ground. And back to the camp. This one is also very hard to find, and I found only two parts and I'm not even 100% sure it was actually the walls. What is interesting about this one is the shape, the heart. and it's not the only one in this area. Here, can you see it? And now? We are back in the Bussumerheide I have shown you in my last video. This one is very easy to spot when you are there, but unless you know what are you looking at, you'd never guess. Here we have the straight line coming to the point of the heart. The peak is just behind this gate. Here we can see the northeastern curve of the heart. The age of these camps is so far unknown. We only know that the Bussumer camp has been present here in the 1880s as a part of the defense line of Naarden. But Dr. Koopman points out that the alignment of the other defensive structures and old roads take us back not to the 19th century, but probably to the Middle Ages or even further. Anyway, I hope you have learned something interesting here, and I also hope to see you in my next video. Now have a great day.